If you are about to give up on prayer, stop. Because in the next 72 hours, I'm going to teach you a sound that the ancient Jewish mystics used to shift reality itself. I am Rabbi Shimon. I am 83 years old. And what I'm about to share with you, I learned from a teacher who made me swear I would never write it down. Only speak it. Only pass it mouth to ear. Because this sound, when used correctly, is so powerful that it can reorganize the molecular structure of your circumstances in less than 3 days. If you're watching this right now and you feel like time is running out, like you need a breakthrough and you need it now, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, because the next 72 hours of your life are going to be different than any 72 hours you've ever experienced. And when we finish today, I need you to go to the comments and write these 3 words. Reality is shifting. Just those 3 words. Because when you write that, you're making a declaration. You're telling the universe, I'm activating the ancient technology. Write it now if you already feel something stirring. Reality is shifting. Let me tell you what's been happening to you. You've been praying the same prayers for months, maybe years. You've been asking, you've been hoping, you've been waiting, and every day that passes without an answer, you feel a little more desperate, a little more afraid, a little more convinced that maybe it's too late for you. Here's what nobody told you. Prayer is not about the words you say. Prayer is about the sound frequency those words create. And there is one specific sound, one precise vibration that cuts through every obstacle, every delay, every blockage between you and your breakthrough. And when you make that sound correctly, reality has no choice but to respond. You've tried everything. You've prayed harder. You've prayed longer. You've added more faith, more emotion, more tears. And still, nothing moved. The door stayed closed. The answer didn't come. And late at night, when you can't sleep because the worry is crushing you, you think, what am I doing wrong? Why doesn't God hear me? Am I being punished? Let me tell you something that's going to break open everything you thought you knew about prayer. God hears you. He's always heard you. But most people are broadcasting on the wrong frequency. They're using words, but they're not using sound. And there's a massive difference. Think about it like this. You have a radio. You want to hear a specific station, but you're tuned to 95. 5 and the station broadcasts on 98. 3. You can turn up the volume as loud as you want. You can sit closer to the radio. You can shake it. You can beg it, but you will never hear that station until you change the frequency. That's what's been happening with your prayers. You've been speaking, but you haven't been tuning. And here's the part that's going to make you angry. The rabbis knew this. The mystics knew this. It's been encoded in Jewish tradition for thousands of years. But somewhere along the way, it stopped being taught. It became a secret, hidden in plain sight, reserved for the initiated. Until now. You know what haunts me? I think about all the people who prayed their whole lives and never got the answer they were desperate for. Not because heaven said no, but because nobody taught them how to tune their voice to the frequency where heaven responds. They died waiting for a breakthrough that was always available. They just didn't know how to access it. And I'm not going to let that happen to you. Now let me take you back to a moment that will change everything you understand about sound and reality. The temple in Jerusalem. The high priest is standing in the Holy of Holies, once a year, Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. And he does something that most people completely miss when they read the story. He speaks the name of God, not just any name, the 4-letter name, the Tetragrammaton, Yud-He-Vav-Hai. And here's what the text says. When he spoke it, the entire temple trembled, the ground shook, the veil between heaven and earth dissolved. Miracles happened instantaneously. Sick people were healed in the outer courts. Demonic oppression lifted. Financial debts were forgiven. Relationships were restored, all at once, in a single moment. Why? Because that name, when spoken with the correct sound frequency, creates a standing wave in the fabric of reality itself. It's not symbolic. It's physics, spiritual physics. Now here's what you need to understand. That name is not just a word, it's a sound pattern. Each letter corresponds to a specific frequency. Yud, a sharp, focused burst. Hey, an open release. Vav, a sustained connection. Hey, another release. When you combine them in the right sequence with the right intention, you create what the Kabbalists call a kav, a channel, a direct line between your voice and the throne room of heaven. The ancient mystics didn't just say this name, they chanted it, they sang it, they breathed it, and when they did, reality bent around them, doors opened, provision appeared, enemies became allies, sickness fled, not in weeks, not in months, in hours, sometimes in minutes. Let me show you the pattern in Scripture. Elijah on Mount Carmel. He's facing 450 prophets of Baal. They've been crying out to their God all day. Nothing happens. Then Elijah steps forward. He speaks a prayer. But before the prayer, he does something. He makes a sound. The text doesn't record it in English, but in Hebrew you can see it. Vayikra b'Shem Adonai. And he called in the name of the Lord. Called, not spoke. Called, a vocal cry, a sound that carried frequency, and the moment that sound left his mouth, fire fell from heaven. Instantly, Joshua at Jericho. He doesn't attack the walls, he makes a sound. 7 priests with 7 trumpets walk around the city for 7 days. Then on the 7th day, they blow the trumpets and the people shout. Not words, a shout, pure sound, pure frequency. And the walls, massive stone fortifications that had stood for generations, collapse, not over time, instantly. Daniel in the lion's den. The text says he prayed 3 times a day facing Jerusalem, but there's something deeper happening. The Hebrew word for his prayer is tzlote, from the root tsalal, which means to vibrate, to ring like a bell. Daniel wasn't just reciting prayers, he was creating a vibrational field around himself. And when the lions came near, they couldn't touch him. His frequency repelled them. This is the pattern. Sound doesn't just communicate with heaven. Sound creates reality. And there is one specific sound that does it faster than any other. Now let me tell you about 3 people who learned this sound in the last 6 months. And watch what happened in 72 hours. A man named Jacob in Denver. He is 67 years old. His daughter needs surgery. The cost is $38,000. He doesn't have it. He's exhausted every option. Credit denied. Loans denied. He's 3 days away from the surgery date and has no idea what to do. I teach him the sound, not the theory, the actual sound. I make him practice it with me until he gets the frequency right. He goes home. For 72 hours, he makes that sound every 3 hours. Morning, noon, afternoon, evening, midnight, early morning. On the 3rd day, exactly 72 hours later, he receives a call from the hospital. An anonymous donor has paid the entire bill, $38,000, paid in full. Jacob calls me weeping. He says, "Rabbi, on the 2nd day, I felt something shift in my chest. I knew it was done." A woman named Rebecca in Orlando. She is 71 years old. She has a court date in 4 days, a legal battle over her late husband's estate. If she loses everything, her home, her security, everything. She's terrified. I teach her the sound. She makes it faithfully for 72 hours. On the morning of the court date, she receives a call from the opposing attorney. They're dropping the case. No explanation. Just, "We're withdrawing." The case is over. Rebecca tells me, "I felt the breakthrough on hour 48. I felt something unlock in the spiritual realm." A man named Moshe in Boston. He is 69 years old. His grandson is missing, ran away from home. The family has been searching for 2 weeks. No trace, no contact. Moshe is devastated. I teach him the sound. For 72 hours he makes that sound with tears streaming down his face. On the evening of the 3rd day, his phone rings. It's his grandson. "Grandpa, I don't know why, but I felt like I needed to call you. I'm ready to come home." He returns the next day. This is not coincidence. This is the power of the ancient sound operating exactly as it was designed to operate. 72 hours, 3 days, the biblical number of resurrection, the number of transformation. Now I'm going to teach you the exact sound, and I need you to understand something before I do. This is not a toy, this is not a game, this is ancient technology that has the power to shift matter. You must use it with respect, you must use it with intention, and you must commit to the full 72 hours, no shortcuts, no skipping, all in or not at all. The sound, it's based on the Hebrew letter shin. In Hebrew, shin looks like three flames rising. It represents fire, transformation, and the divine presence. The sound is shh, but not like you're telling someone to be quiet. This is a sustained, vibrating shh that starts in your belly, moves through your chest, and exits through your teeth and lips. Step 1. For the next 72 hours, you're going to make this sound every 3 hours. Set alarms if you need to. Morning when you wake up, 3 hours later, 3 hours after that. Evening, midnight if possible. Early morning, at least 6 times per day minimum. More if you can. Step 2. When it's time, find a quiet space. Sit or stand. Spine straight. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Exhale for 6 counts. This prepares your body to carry the frequency. Step 3. Place both hands on your lower abdomen. This is where the sound must originate. Not your throat, not your chest, your belly. The place where life begins. The place where your deepest power lives. Step 4. Close your eyes. Focus on what you need. See it as already done, not as a wish, as a reality that already exists in the spiritual realm. You're not asking for it, you're calling it forth, you're making it visible. Step 5. Take a deep breath into your belly. Feel your hands rise with the breath, then slowly release the sound. Shh. Sustain it as long as you can, 30 seconds if possible. Let it vibrate in your teeth, your skull, your entire face. Feel it moving through your body like electricity. Step 6. When you run out of breath, pause for 3 seconds. Then do it again. Repeat the sound 5 times in a row. 5 repetitions, each one building on the last. By the 3rd repetition, you'll feel heat. By the 5th, you'll feel like you're vibrating from the inside out. Step 7. After the 5th repetition, sit in complete silence for 2 minutes. Do not move. Do not open your eyes. Just sit. This is where the sound does its deepest work, in the silence after the vibration. Step 8. Open your eyes slowly. Take 1 deep breath. Say out loud, "It is done. What I have called forth is already manifesting. I receive it now." Say it with absolute conviction, not hope, conviction. Step 9. Go about your life. But pay attention. Watch for signs. Watch for shifts. Watch for synchronicities. They will come. Within hours, you'll start noticing things. A thought, a phone call, an email, a feeling. These are breadcrumbs. Follow them. Now let me tell you what to expect over the 72 hours. This is important because if you don't know what's coming, you might stop too soon. Hours 1 to 12. You're building the channel. You might not feel anything dramatic yet. You might feel silly. You might wonder if this is working. That's normal. The sound is establishing a new frequency pattern in your energy field. It's clearing blockages. Keep going. Hours 12-24, you'll start feeling different. A warmth in your chest, a tingling in your hands, a sense of peace that doesn't match your circumstances. You might have vivid dreams. You might wake up with sudden clarity about something. This is the frequency stabilizing. Hours 24-36, things will start moving in the external world, small at first. A text message, a thought, a memory. Someone will say something to you that feels significant. Pay attention. This is heaven responding to your frequency. Hours 36-48. The movement will accelerate. Opportunities will present themselves. Doors will open. Conversations will happen. You'll be in the right place at the right time. This is not coincidence. This is orchestration. The sound is rearranging your circumstances. Hours 48:60. You'll feel the breakthrough before you see it. There will be a moment, usually around hour 48 to 50, where something shifts inside you. A knowing, a certainty, a release. You'll feel it in your body. That's the spiritual breakthrough. The physical manifestation is close behind. Hours 60:72. The manifestation will arrive. What you've been calling forth will show up in tangible form. A phone call, an email, a check, a diagnosis, a conversation. It will be undeniable. And you will know beyond any shadow of doubt that the sound worked. Some of you are thinking, Rabbi, what if I can't do it every 3 hours? What if I have to work? Then do it when you can. Set your alarm an hour earlier. Do it during lunch break. Do it in your car. Do it in the bathroom if you have to. The sound doesn't require a special location. It requires commitment. Others are thinking, what if I mess up the sound? What if I don't do it right? The sound is not about perfection. It's about intention. If you make the sound with focus and belief, it works. Your sincerity matters more than your pronunciation. And some of you are thinking, why 72 hours? Why not longer? Because 72 hours is the biblical time frame for resurrection. Jesus was in the tomb for 3 days. Jonah was in the fish for 3 days. Esther fasted for 3 days before approaching the king. 3 days is the time frame where death becomes life, where impossibility becomes possibility, where the old reality dies and the new reality is born. Let me bring this home. You have been praying with words. Today you learn to pray with sound. You have been speaking to heaven. Today you learn to vibrate with heaven. You have been hoping for a breakthrough. Today you activate it. This is not religion. This is technology. Ancient, tested, proven technology. The same technology that brought fire from heaven, the same technology that collapsed walls, the same technology that closed the mouths of lions. And it's yours, right now, for the next 72 hours. So here's what I need you to do, right now, before you do anything else. Go to the comments and write, reality is shifting. Those 3 words. That's your declaration. That's you committing to the next 72 hours. Write it now. And if this teaching has ignited something inside you, if you feel that electricity in your chest right now, hit that subscribe button. Share this video, because what I'm releasing every week is changing lives. Ancient secrets that create modern miracles. You don't want to miss what's coming. Let me close with a blessing. May the Eternal One open your voice to carry the frequency of transformation. May every sound you make create ripples in eternity. May the next 72 hours be the most powerful 72 hours of your life. May you feel heaven responding to your frequency, and may you know, with every fiber of your being, that you are not a victim of circumstance. You are a creator of reality. What you sound forth manifests. What you vibrate materializes. Your soul is the blueprint. Your life is the construction. Shalom, my friend.